Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here. Hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna hop into it here in just a quick second, hanging out with my boy Sam Rankin with ETCH Outdoor. Actually, this is a super fun vlog. You guys gotta watch the thing the whole way through. And then do me a big solid. By the time the video is done, leave me a comment down below giving Sam and his whole team some encouragement. Sam and his whole team over there in Ankeny, Iowa are absolutely crushing it. They recently just had an acquisition as well, so things are booming. And I'm telling you guys what, for any of you all that want to build a big business, multi-million dollar outfit, and then even go up from there, Sam's a great example of that right now. The guy is, like I said, doing about $3 million projected this year at the ripe old age of, I think, 24, 25, maybe 26 years old. Like, how crazy cool is that? And just a super humble guy in the process as well. If you guys appreciate the tours, hopefully you guys appreciate the tour sponsors allowing us the bandwidth, the financial backing to be able to fly out to Des Moines, Iowa, and all these other places to bring you guys this great content. Without further ado, let's go catch up with Sam Rankin and ETCH Outdoor over there in Ankeny, Iowa. Hey guys, Brian here, Brian's Law Maintenance. Trust you guys are doing well. Hopping right on into it. I'm over here in Ankeny, Iowa, here hanging out with ETCH Outdoor with my man Sam. What's up? How's you doing, bud?
Good.
This is awesome, man. Yeah. I literally asked you yesterday if I can come on by, and here we are.
Here we are. It's this is our beautiful home. It is nothing too crazy, nothing special. We got some team members left hanging out, and it's a good place.
Super humble guy. We're gonna get into it here. Actually, they have a lot going on. They're growing at breakneck speed. I actually found you guys because of Instagram. You guys are doing a lot with social media, getting more and more involved, and also double tap my man Corey Ballard. I said, hey, do you know this guy Sam? He goes, Sam's a great dude. You should totally have Sam on the tour. So that's always good when your competitors are talking good about you.
They're equally as good.
Amen. Amen to that. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to tee it over to you. We're going to do a little shop tour, and we just got done finishing up a podcast. I'll try to leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to check that out. But Sam, it's all you, brother. What do we got going on?
Awesome. So this is actually our temporary facility. This is not our permanent home. We actually acquired this in an acquisition. So this, we just assumed their lease. It is about 12,500 square feet. We have a little bit of space in the back and a few parking space. We're actually renting parking space from the movie theater next door.
Okay.
For room for our team. So this is what we got. We got a little remnants of the first team party, the spring kickoff that we had today, where we did our culture champion belt, and we did our work anniversaries and all that stuff. This is the main, or one of two entries in the shop. We're actually gonna go the other direction through our quote unquote front door.
Cool.
First thing we've got is obviously logo on the door, show people who's here. So this is our bullpen here, as we call it. So we've got our account manager, room for a couple production managers for the maintenance teams. We have a couple designers here, and then our landscape production manager, do-it-all. He's kind of my main man. Behind you, we've got our just kind of kitchenette here. So always have coffee on. I drink like 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day. Huge fan, all day, every day. Microwave, we got the ice maker. If you guys don't have one of these, invest in one.
That's awesome.
Just having cold drinks and having our guys able to fill up their coolers and not have to stop across the street at the gas station is enormous. So got, fridge, bathroom, all that. We got the whiteboard where we're going through just different stuff that is affecting our team. We painted the back of the glass white, so we actually have more whiteboard space, which is really important for our designers. Just important information from an office and support standpoint. We call our office team support staff because without the people in the field, we have nobody to support. We don't have jobs. So this is the bullpen. This is where basically all of the real work gets done. So yeah, follow me. We'll go upstairs quick. All right, so one of the things on all of our doors, we actually have our core values. They are super important to us. So they're on my office door and on this office door. So in here, a couple of my girlfriend Haley, Jenna, our office manager, and Kendall, who does all of our social media. They are in this office, so that's where all the work actually gets done.
There you go.
This is my beautiful office. Everybody torches me on social media because it is all OSB up here. But yeah, this is where I try to get all my work done. It never seems to get done, it just always stacks up. TV is where obviously the Masters is always on this time of year. So we got, and then one thing actually that I really love that our office manager did, my schedule's posted outside my door. One of the things I hate is if I'm in a meeting or we're doing that stuff and I get interrupted. So she was kind enough to build this for me and say, those are the times that don't bother me, please.
There you go. Hey, so really quick, man, let me interrupt you guys because I just got to find your company on IG, like I was saying, about a month ago. So tell me a little bit more about ETCH Outdoor. I see you guys blowing up like crazy. So what's the story, man?
Yeah, so we were Ankeny Lawn. That is our community plus what we do. Very simple on the SEO side of things. Now we are ETCH Outdoor Living, which has been awesome. We rebranded back in July. ETCH Outdoor Living is just something a little bit bigger. I wanted ETCH because it's a verb, so it's something we're actively doing, something we are, we're changing clients' properties. We're changing from a landscape construction standpoint or from a property maintenance standpoint. ETCH to me too is to leave a lasting legacy with those services and in this industry, even if it's just a really small part, just something different.
Yeah, so. Man, I love it. And you guys are in the greater Ankeny area?
Yep, Greater Des Moines. We're a suburb, but yeah, 70,000 here. It's a really quickly growing community. Really lucky that my parents chose to live here because it's been phenomenal to us. It's got good HOA market, very good commercial, and then just between Des Moines and Ankeny, really big industrial market. So,
nice. And how many team members are you guys up to these days?
Oh gosh, I'm actually, right after this, I'm gonna have to go back on our team picture and count. I don't know, somewhere 35, 40, 45, somewhere in that range. We
growing
just,
like crazy.
We keep hiring when we need them.
There you go. Yeah. Awesome, brother, awesome.
So, Planes and Tunes, Jorge is our in-house mechanic, so he does all of our machines. We run a mixed fleet, which makes his job a little bit more challenging. So mechanics bay there, and then we've got a couple of our aerators, stand-on aerators. I believe they're both X-Marks. Those have been really good to us. Like everybody, I don't like the chain system. With those tines, they stink.
Yeah.
They're terrible. But the best of the worst, or the worst of the best, depending on which way you want to look at it. Back in the paint booth, we can go look at that. It is pretty cool. It's been very busy in the spring. We've been painting all of our stuff up, throw a fresh coat of lipstick on a pig, make it look good. The 40-40 paint job, good from 40 feet or 40 mile an hour. So I'll turn the light on here. So paint booth, we got lights on the side so you can really see what you're doing. A couple of our machines, a couple sidewalk machines. This couple sidewalk machines. This tractor goes actually all the way around town during a snow event. So it is one of the most useful pieces of equipment because it travels pretty quick. Some mowers that are just waiting to be used. I think those actually might be backup machines. Turfco, we really like our Turfcos for fruit applications. And then over here, all spread out beautifully on the ground are all of our parking lot striping templates and stencils. So we do quite a bit of parking lot sweeping and striping. Our goal is to really make a 12-month business, which is really not easy in this industry, especially in this climate. We only see about 30, 35 inches of snow a year. So, we've got all that stuff out staged on sites, but 10, 12 events is like all that's normal.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we're not in your neck of the woods where you probably get a little bit more than that, maybe.
We get about 40, 45 inches, but less and less it feels like every year.
I know, and so we're spreading more ice melt. We're actually going to get into liquid here in the next 12 months. That's one of the things we're really looking at here in Q2. We want to make sure that we've got that for next year.
Awesome,
so,
awesome.
Here is one of our crew cabs with the start of our mowing fleet. So our mowing guys will roll out this bay door in the morning. We've got the crew cab, so that'll be a 4-man crew. That is the only one that'll pull a trailer. So truck 22 and pretty much all of our maintenance setups are 2 60-inch zero turns and a 52-inch stand-on. There is, I believe, one of them is going to be just 3 standers. That's the route we're kind of pushing everybody to. A lot of John Deere. We've got some X-Mark. We got some Skag. Honestly, I don't care. Right. All the mowers are the same, and people will battle about that all day. That this cuts better than that one. I know you and I have already gone back and forth a little bit on which cuts the best. And to be completely honest, I just want the one that doesn't break down and that makes me money.
Amen to that. Amen.
We love these Isuzu cab overs. They are phenomenal. They're just simple. So we want to get away from pulling any sort of trailers. When you have to pull trailers, you have more to insure, you have more tires on the road, you've got something more challenging for a team member to drive, and it's one more piece of training you got to do. So we're getting rid of trailers. We're going to the cab overs with the ramps right on them. It makes life easier. So that's these two. We'll end up getting a third one probably this year. And then this is the last It is not an Isuzu. This is my homemade ramp rack, or whatever you want to call it, setup. I love this thing. It is just simple. This is all maintenance, or this is all residential, excuse me. It comes with 30 gallons, so all of our trucks will have a very simple 30 gallons of fuel on it. I don't know how they have that set up. I don't use these anymore, Barry.
There you go.
But the residential rig will have a 36 and 52, so we don't care about back gates. We'll hop right in those. Trimmers and one edger, so that's part of our standard residential service. We're gonna edge every single time we're there. And yeah, just really simple. This truck will do no shrubs, it'll do no mulch, it'll do nothing like that. It's just for mowing residential grass.
That's awesome. I like it.
This is my baby. This is something that I dreamed up. I didn't see anybody using these. And so Ford Transit vans, this one is missing the badge. It's not all perfect around here, I promise. But these are Ford Transit 350 vans. So I'll take you inside one of them.
Yeah.
They're very, very simple. They've got a bulkhead in there to keep our drivers and our operators safe, but they are equipped with so turf go right in it, 80 gallons of water, usually somewhere 20 to 25 bags of product. And then in the back, there's actually a ramp that folds down. It's a bifold ramp, and it allows our operators to not have to pull a trailer. Again, that's a common theme you'll see here. Any way I can get out of pulling a trailer, it's gonna make our team safer. It's also gonna make them more efficient because it's a lot shorter load to control. So it's something that's important to us. You know, it's really important to me to have our guys be safe. I couldn't live with, you know, putting them in jeopardy and getting them in an accident. So
there you go.
Yeah, this is that beauty.
I love it. Let me ask you this really quick. Maybe some of the guys that you are kind of new to, what's your business look like with commercial versus residential? Are you guys more maintenance, more landscape? What's the bread and butter?
Honestly, I don't care as long as it's priced right. It happens to be that about 80% of our work is commercial. We do like the full kind of 12-month contracts. We do as much fixed payment stuff as possible. I like stable cash flow from a business perspective. It allows us to retain as many guys over a 12-month span as possible, which is something that a lot of guys in this industry struggle with. We do a crap ton of residential fertilizer, but on a maintenance standpoint, it's almost exclusively commercial. We just have the one crew, and they maybe cut 80 to 100 residential lawns, but in terms of like an acre basis or, you know, an actual like dollar basis, it's not even close. It's almost exclusively commercial from a, you know, like a cash perspective.
Gotcha.
So,
awesome.
We're gonna spin you around quick 90 degrees. So as I mentioned earlier, we do parking lot sweeping and striping. This is a beautiful Timeco. I don't know. So in the acquisition, we bought this, and it's parking lot sweeper. So we go through and we blow out all the curb lines, and then we suck it all up, and it just like you see rolling around the streets. It's been not used yet, so it's been currently just an ornament sitting in the shop. But I think next week it'll start going out, and then it'll go out every night, every weeknight for probably the next like 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
So that'll be, you know, 2 guys full-time sweeping, and then they'll come back about 2 days later and they will hit it with stripers. So we're, you know, every parking lot you look at, there's a great opportunity in there, and every time we're out, you know, you get people rolling up asking to do it. Every parking lot needs restriped. They all look like crap. So if we can do that, then it makes it a little better. So down here, this second half of the shop is kind of all construction based. So we run 4 or 5 maintenance crews, a couple FERC crews, a couple irrigation crews, landscape maintenance, and then, like I said, this half, it's 3 construction crews. However, it takes up like 50% of the space. So this is one of our excavators here, Sandy 26. It is pretty good. I don't know. I've used it for probably 2 hours that we've owned it. I messed a lot of stuff up in those 2 hours. It's a hell of a lot of fun, but yeah, I'm not any good with it.
That's awesome.
If it had an Encon, I'd be sick with it because I've watched all the YouTube videos on how to run this. But behind it, we really like our Ditch Witch SK1550s. I got bored one day, and so I wrapped it blue. We're gonna put a logo on here. Just trying to keep with the branding and the brand awareness stuff. There's some bubbles in there, so don't judge. Don't get too close and see it. But we really like all the lifting equipment and all like the clamps and the vacuums and different things that make our team able to work harder, able to work smarter, more efficient. I don't like when they have to struggle through stuff. So augers for digging plants and the vacuums for lifting, and we hang that on the excavator. So just different stuff like that. Again, our fleet of 3 Dodges for our landscape crew. Nothing here requires a CDL. Again, just a way to simplify and systematize a business. I chose very early on to run a business and not own a job. And so it was trying to figure out all the ways that we could do that and implement that. So those 3, this one still needs to be wrapped. A couple of them need flatbeds. The paint's not dry around here. We're growing pretty quick, but it's been good. Same way, it was Friday, we had a team party today, so these guys didn't clean their truck off, unfortunately. So I'm glad we will remember this moment in YouTube. But you know, it's nothing, as you say, it's nothing fake around here. Like, we're getting work done. We're, you know, shooting for 4 or 5 million this year, and just trying to continue to push the envelope for who we are.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So this one's wrapped. This one actually looks good. It looks the part. I really like the blue. It really pops. It's a really good candy kind of blue color, bright. So yeah, that's been good. And then the last truck over here, this is just our aluminum bed. This is kind of the gopher truck. It doesn't get used a whole heck of a lot. It is not a show pony. It's seen her days. She's been worked hard. But it works, you know? It's a truck that everybody needs. Everybody's got that one that they don't always use, but it's just sitting in the shop.
There you go, there you go.
We've got salt bunker indoor. People love to razz me about that. It's the best thing ever because your skid loader's warm when you sit in it. And the salt never clumps. Yeah, makes it pretty good. So lastly, fertilizer and some other bulk materials we've got over here. The Polysweep and Edgecrete are 2 things we always keep on hand because the construction guys need those all the time. And then round 1 product, we're putting down prodiamine. So having that on hand and not having to run to the supplier every day makes it really nice. So
that's awesome.
Some Techo Block stuff. We really like our Techo Block. Starting to use more Bell Guard actually. We've realized clients are buying paver patios. They're not buying a certain product. It doesn't really matter. We're able to make a little bit more margin. We're reducing our cost by like 30% by going with a Bell Guard instead of a Techo. And they're the same product in my opinion. So
gotcha.
My Techo rep sees this. Don't get mad at me. Lower your prices. Couple things here. I am big on doing the little things for our team. So right now we have a pallet of water just sitting here. We will also have like Monster Energy drinks, Red Bull, you name it. And the whole point of those, so we'll charge our team $1 for those. It's still, you know, a third of the price if they go across the street. Same way we're anticipating and we're trying to figure out how to bring in like muffins and different breakfast bars and simple things like that. Any way that we can keep our team from going, you know, right across the street to a gas station, that is going to be an increase in productivity. The opportunity cost, it doesn't make sense not to do it that way. So I would actually encourage a lot of people to do the math, and you'll see how much you'll actually save or make from buying those little things. It doesn't cost anything. It's like 30 bucks for a case of those things, and
amen,
they go right out the door super quick. So just simple luxuries. Right now we're using this space more in the winter than we ever will during the season. We have every crew, so we've got 3 of them down here that'll run down to the charger, but every crew has an iPad. We use Aspire, and so they're taking pictures, clocking in, taking pictures, clocking out, tracking all their budgeted hours, actual hours, and all that good stuff. So we have good data to make educated business decisions. Then we will show you guys quick what it looks like outside through the second bay door. So we've got, this is our backyard space. So the reason this isn't gonna be a permanent home is because we've got like 12,500 square feet in there, and I think we may have like another 10,000 square feet back here. It just is simply not enough room. So we're building a 4-acre shop about 25 minutes from here. That way we'll have similar indoor space, actually honestly about half as much indoor space, but we'll have about 3.5 acres outdoors, which is where everything can be stored. I don't need every single truck inside. Like, that's such a waste of space in my opinion. There's so much more room for activities in there than we're taking advantage of. So real quick, we've got some simple trailers. This little 6.5 by 12 enclosed trailer is perfect for picking up all of our plant material. And we actually use it for aerations as well. Looks like it has acquired a nice new dent, I'm noticing. So that is beautiful.
Gives character.
Yeah, you know, the thing is I have no idea how that shows up, but it's just one of those things that, that's why I don't look at this stuff anymore. It's easier not to sometimes. So Then we've just some miscellaneous small trailers that everybody's got. Our dump trailers that go out every single day. Matt over here is actually bringing another load. We're actually moving some palletized material down from our facility to here, and he is got the deck over, and I think that's truck 15, maybe 16.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we number all of our stuff, all of our trucks, all of our trailers. Everything's got a number on it for maintenance purposes. This trailer, this is just a beautiful coat of primer. We haven't painted it yet, and now I'm not sure if it'll ever get painted or if it's just going to be white because the season's starting. But hopefully we get that sprayed down and get it black again and looking good. A couple dump trailers. Big Tex, and I don't even know what brand this is, but it's not as, brand doesn't matter around here. You probably noticed that we have all sorts of mowers in there. I want, you know, best deal, the best service from a rep, and the best service from a dealer. That's what's truly important. So this is, as I said, we do parking lot sweeping and striping. We've not rebranded this yet from the acquisition, so it literally just says parking lot sweeping and striping, which cool, but we'll get that logoed up. Branding, as you can tell, is pretty big to me. I want all of our stuff to be A, in good shape, hence why that dent just absolutely kills me, and B, I really want to say who we are. You won't see a lot of phone numbers, you won't see a lot of websites, you won't see anything like that. ETCH is a very simple name that people are going to see that name and Google it. That's what we actually want clients to do, because then they know more about us when they're talking to us, and a more educated client is almost always a better client. So that's a couple of things we've been really working on here.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's
the tour.
That's it. It's nothing crazy. It's amazing. Honestly, the more we've grown, the more I realize that you don't need all the fancy stuff. You just need the bare bones stuff that are going to get 90% of the work done. You're going to turn some down, but that's okay. Yeah.
Well, one last thing I'll say is you got a great team. And we talked about that on the podcast for a good 30-40 minutes. And you're highlighting a bunch of people on the team. And you guys are growing like crazy, breakneck speed. And I can see why. You got a team meeting, like you said, about an hour ago.
Yep.
Everybody was super cool. And that's all I got to say, man. You guys have a great thing growing, and keep it going.
Yeah, that's what I think people hopefully saw is, like, there's nothing here that's that special. We don't have, like, we have an old, I don't know, it's like an 02 street sweeper. We've got some newer trucks in there, fine, but like, we don't have 550s with backpack toolboxes and dump beds, and we don't have every new skid loader and all that. Like, that's not the stuff that makes a difference that I've come to realize. Having a team that has your back, a team that is going to go out. Like, we had a crew out till 7 o'clock last night. I told them, hey, we really got to get this done today, and they're like, got it, you know, not a problem. And you know, to have somebody and some people that work like that follow your core values, you know, that's why I'm standing here making a video. It's not because I'm the best at any of that stuff. It's because we've got a team that believes in a mission. We just, you know, serve our clients and that sort of stuff.
That's awesome, brother. No, I can't thank you enough. You guys are one of the wrap-ups for the tour, man. So I super appreciate you guys even opening up. Hey, where can people find you, man?
Yeah, follow us at ETCH Outdoor, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We don't really use Facebook much, but feel free to send me a message, reach out, say you saw it. Like, that's super duper cool. And you know, we're happy to help. Like, I love giving, I just call it advice, but share my experience. I'm going to tell you every way I've done it wrong, and probably not be able to tell you the way I've done it right, but feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect and get to know you better.
Awesome, brother. All right, well, hey, thanks for the tour, brother.
Awesome.
All right, guys, well, hope you enjoyed that shop tour here with my boy Sam Rankin with ETCH Outdoor. That was absolutely a sweet opportunity to go see someone who's just crushing it right now. I think he said his company is projected to do $4 million. I think previously I said $3 million. How crazy cool is that? They got a ragtag army of just teenagers, 20-year-olds, some 30-year-old people there. Just a small army, good pocket, good core group of folks that are just putting this thing together. And I think the word he used earlier was loyal. They are loyal to the cause and to the mission. And it's just awesome to see how fast you can grow this thing, even at a little bit of a younger age. I think Sam was the ripe old age of 25 or 26 years old. That being said, guys, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys that have watched and supported all the shop tour series. This is our 8th one. As you guys know, we're wrapping this thing up. Couldn't have done it without Steel, Equipment Defender, Yard Book, Cujo Yardware to help support with plane tickets, gas money, hotels, food, time away from business. You guys know how it goes. None of this stuff is cheap, free, or easy to do. It does take a lot of time and effort to get across the country and film these. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys have some great takeaways. How people are building their businesses, the thought process that these guys are sharing on the podcast episodes that we've been able to do. Those are absolutely awesome. And really, it just gives you guys a vision for your company and your business. Whether you're a smaller company, 5-10 guys, and doing $1 million, like my boy Alex Grugan with Faith Lawn Care, or maybe you guys want to build the next ETCH Outdoor and have 30, 40 team members and take it to $4 or $5 million plus. Hopefully this gives you guys some encouragement and a couple more of those puzzle pieces along the way to put this thing together for you guys back at home in your neck of the woods. That being said, guys, we're going to button this thing up. If you guys want to check out the rest of the videos, we'll leave the little playlist here or here in the little card and end screen. Check those out, including the ones we did last year. And again, I just want to say a big thank you for all of you guys that watched along the way. Look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.